feedback is good. Are we on? Hello? Are we on? I don't think we're on.
Yeah, we are.
Are we?
Yeah, 7 seconds. 8 on 10.
How you doing? Natureman here, coming at you from location on my roof. Now you may be wondering what I'm doing up here with my sleeping bag and my shovel. Well, that has to do with Natureman's winter homeowner tip of the day. Don't never put your snowblower up on your roof. See, in this part of Vermont, we got about 4 feet of snow out in the yard, which is great because it gives the kids something to play in, and it means I don't gotta mow nothing. But it also means we got about 4 feet of snow up on the roof, and you sprinkle a little rain on top of that, and it's not long before the ceilings inside the house start getting a little lower, don't you know? So you gotta get up and clear it off. Well, seeing as we don't have a proper ladder, I got to get a little creative about how I get up on the roof. So I go out back to the kids' tree house and climb up into that. That gets me about 8 to 10 feet up off the ground. Then I take the ladder from the boys' bunk bed. It's still not quite tall enough, so I got to bungee it onto this big old TV that the kids have in their tree house. TV don't work, they just like to pretend they're watching it. So I bungee the bunk bed ladder on top of the big old TV in the treehouse, and it just barely catches the edge of the roof. So I climb out there with my shovel and stand up in that 4 feet of friggin' snow and ice and look around, and I'm thinking, geez, cripes. But for living in such a small house, from the looks of the roof, you'd think we were in a friggin' Walmart. It was vast. And I knew there was no way I could shovel that roof off. That's when I thought of it. I use a snowblower. Just so happens my brother Linwood gave me his snowblower a couple years ago. What he did was, he took one of them rider blowers, and he took the blower off the front and attached it to the front of a push lawnmower. Friggin' thing cuts a 4-foot wide swath through the snow, but it weighs about 500 pounds, so there was no way I was getting that up in the treehouse. So I'm walking around the house looking for a way to get it up, when I see the big pile of snow that the fella who plows our driveway plows right up against the house and the roof. And I figure, well, I'll just push it up that. Now you may be wondering, well, Natureman, why you have some fella plow your driveway if you got this big old snowblower? Well, it has to do with my brother Linwood's mechanical disability. See, I never dared quite to start the snowblower because I never knew if it was going to blow snow or blow up. But as they say, desperate times call for desperate ways to get the snow off of your roof. So I pushed and I pulled and I heaved and I hoed, and I got that basket up there. And you know, it sparked up okay, and when the smoke cleared, I was blowing the snow right off my roof, especially once I adjusted the blades so they weren't kicking up the roof shingles. So I was happy as hell blowing away, and I forgot about the rot spot. Now, the rot spot is the spot where the water's getting underneath the shingles and getting the plywood a little damp underneath. Our bedroom's right under that rot spot, so the wife and I have to keep a pickle bucket between us during the spring thaw to catch the ceiling drippings. Well, I'm up on the roof forgetting all about the rot spot, and I push that 500-pound beast right on top of it. You know how in the cartoon some fella will push a button and it'll be like a trap door will open up and Bugs Bunny will just disappear? Well, that was me in the snowblower. One minute I was pushing that snowblower, the next minute it was gone. And I looked down through the hole, and the good news was our bed broke the snowblower's fall. And the bad news was our bed broke the snowblower's fall, because the blades were still spinning when it hit. So it snowblowed our mattress and the carpet and the hamper with the clothes in it. So here I am. Wife says I gotta sleep up on the roof until I get it cleared off. This is Natureman. That's all I